chips. I'm getting rich. Running up digits, counted up six. My money flipping, let's take a trip. Splash. Standing on business, tycoon rich. I'm rich. Look at my chips. I'm getting rich. Running up digits, counted up six. My money flipping, let's take a trip. Splash. Standing on business, tycoon rich.
All right, great morning, great morning. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Thanks for you guys tapping in with me. We're going to get right into it. All right, so you guys know that we trade NASDAQ 100. Okay, that's the index that is globally recognized and has the most innovative large cap companies listed on the NASDAQ stock market. Okay, so these are some of the companies that are comprised of NASDAQ. We have Apple, we have Comcast, Monster Beverage, Microsoft, Intel, Ross, Adobe. So a plethora of different companies that you all are very familiar with. We trade the performance of this index, okay? And when we trade the performance of this index, we're looking for certain signals, certain patterns before we enter trades for NASDAQ. Okay, and I'm going to go over what we look for, what the strategy is when we are trying to get into our trades. Okay, so the first thing that we want to do is we want to figure out what is our directional bias. What is our directional bias? Okay, when we're identifying a directional bias, we want to look at the 200 as like our GPS. All right. So our 200 is our guide to tell us what direction is the market really trying to move. Is it trying to move down, or is it trying to move up, or is it moving sideways? And so when we look at the 200, we want to also identify where is the 20 EMA. So the EMA stands for exponential moving average. Okay. And when you look at this example here, this white line is a 20 EMA. It's above the 200, and we can clearly see the 200 is moving up. So that means in this case, our directional bias would be a buy. Okay. So the next picture here is what we have. The 200 is moving down with the 20 EMA beneath the 200 EMA. So that means our directional bias is a sell. Okay, is a sell. Very simple. 20 above the 200 EMA, look for buys. 20 EMA beneath the 200, look for sells. If price is moving sideways, then we look for our entries at pivotal support and resistance levels where price has shown us that it wants to buy or sell at those levels. So when price got here, it went down. Price got here, it went down. So when price gets here, your educational assumption is that price will go down. Same thing at the bottom. When price got here at the bottom, it went up. This is your support. Price hit here, it went up. Okay, price hit here, it went up. So this is your support. This is your floor. Okay, so when the price is like this, you want to look for those repeated entries that you have seen. All right, so now step 2. With step 2, once we identify the directional bias for the day, we have to now figure out when do we look for the trade, what we're looking for to enter the trade, and what time frame. Okay, so in this case here, with the BPC, that stands for breakout, pullback, continuation. Okay, if the directional bias is a buy, we're looking for a bullish BPC. If the directional bias is a sell, we're looking for a bearish BPC. Okay, with the bullish BPC, we're looking at a couple of things here. We see that price, right? So here's our breakout. The candle breaks out of this key level. That's considered a breakout. pulls back here and then continues to the next level. That's the continuation. That continuation level needs to close above the pullback area. That's what makes the continuation valid. Okay. Now, with the bearish BPC, it's the opposite. So price breaks out of support now, pulls back, and then continues to the downside. So that continuation candle again breaks past the continuation area. I'm sorry, the pullback area. So when we get these three confluences, we enter once that continuation candle closes above our pullback area for bullish BPC and closes beneath our pullback area once we look at that from the bearish BPC. And now, mind you, we look at directional bias on the 15-minute, but we look for entry on the 1-minute. Again, we look for directional bias on the 15-minute, but we look for entry on the 1-minute. Okay. All right. So that's what we're looking for today. So let's go look at the chart and see what our directional bias is and where we should be placing our buy and sell zones. All right. So if we look at the chart right now, okay, this was yesterday. So price finally broke out here, came back down, then went up. Okay. So if you caught a buy, good stuff. All right. So now our buy zone is always going to be, so first of all, our directional bias is a buy. Here's our 20 EMA. This white line right here, this is our 20 EMA. This is above our 200 EMA, which is this blue one right here. Okay, so that's our directional bias. So when we know that, we go ahead and place the buy zone right above the key level right there, where price was. All right. Now the sell zone is a little bit different. With the sell zone, we want price to break through the 200 and the next key level. So because we're kind of tight today, our sell zone is sitting right here at the right beneath the 200. Okay, we break those measurements, then we're looking for a possible sell there. Okay, but that's what we're waiting on. So we want a BPC to happen either on the upside here where price breaks out, pulls back, continues to the upside, or we want a bearish BPC where price breaks out, pulls back, continuation. We want to be clear of the 200 and not get caught up in price trying to come down and then it pushes back up. We want a clear movement to the downside to verify that it's okay to get into a sell. Okay? So we are looking, and great morning to everybody that's joined. Great morning. Great morning. Appreciate y'all for locking in with me. Okay. So let's see. All right. So we now have our buy zones and sell zones set. So now we're going to take a look at some of the alerts that came out recently this morning. Okay. The most recent one was a GBP USD crossover that came in about 23 minutes ago. Okay, so if we go to GBPUSD and let's see what happened here. Okay, so we have a buy to the upside. A buy to the upside. So if we look at the pattern and repeated behavior here, we'll see when price get close to the 200, it went up. Price got close to the 200, it went up. Price to the 200, it went up. So we're here again where price is close to the 200. There's a high chance that price can go up. Okay, so not a bad buy for GBP USD, guys. Not a bad buy. Just make sure you have your level set. So then we have USD JPY, price near USD JPY. So let's go take a look at that really quick. And when we look at USD JPY, we can clearly see it says price near the 200 because it broke through that 200 EMA. So when price is near the 200, we have to look for a couple of things. Number one, if this is a strong strong bearish candle, this 20 has to be beneath the 200 in order for me to even consider a sale. All right. So, and then the second thing is, not only that, you want to make sure that your ADX is solid, right? You want a 20 or more ADX. So right now it's at 28.94, so that's good. But what do we need? We need that 20 to be beneath. Also, it had a strong bearish candle too, but it's not a full indication that price is ready to move. Okay, so that's pretty much the basis of because everything else was just kind of GBP USD. We did get an AUD USD and Euro USD. Let's go take a look at those. Price near the 200. All right, so if you got into this, you definitely won. This was a great buy for AUD USD. Look at the pattern here. Price gets near the 200, moves up. Price got near the 200, moved up. Even here, it wasn't as close, but it still got near the 200, and it moved up. Patterns that repeat itself over and over again. Okay, and then the next one was Euro USD. So let's go take a look at Euro USD really quickly. Let's see what we got going on with that. 1 second. 1 second. Okay. All right, so now that we have that, let's go take a look at Euro. And we got cooking with Euro USD. Let's see what Euro USD got cooking for us, y'all. Let's see. Here we go. Okay, so now what we're looking at here is hold on 1 second, guys. Okay, there we go. Now we have Euro USD. So again, price near the 200. Near the 200. ADX is clear. Same patterns here. Patterns. Price near the 200. Every time. Well, I won't say every time, but majority of the time, that's what we're looking at. Okay? So, really good high probable trades there. All right? So, the opportunities, again, are there for you to take advantage of, just being in position and ready to take it to the next level. Okay? So, back to NAS, and let's see what we get into today. Let's see if NAS wants to move today. We currently do not have any news today. Okay? No news today. So we can catch some volume. We do have some news tomorrow and Friday. We have a lot of events full of red folders. Okay, so we have to be cognitive of that. Okay, but as far as today, we're in the clear. So market is opening in about 40 seconds, and let's see what opportunities were presented today. All right, 30 seconds. If we get a strong buy, I'm actually going to move, because price moved down here, I'm going to move my buy zone down to 25.43. Okay. So if we get a buy here, this would be a really good buy because it's finding support off 100. Okay. So let's see what happens. Price. The market is officially open, guys. The market is officially open. Let's see what we get. And great morning to everybody that's joined. Great morning. Here we go. Here we go. Looks like we're trying to find a little bit of support here. Now, if we get close to this level right here, I'm going to go to my 1 minute and navigate to see if we can get a BPC. So let's see what we get. Let's see what we can get today. Can we catch a good trade with NAS? Can we catch a good trade with NAS? Let's see, guys. Let's see what opportunities we have today. Right now, price is not really moving too much, which is to kind of be expected. We're in almost mid-November now, and we're not going to see too much price action like we have been during the year. So also keep that in mind. Okay, people are starting to wrap up the fourth quarter for trading, and yeah, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. All right, let me navigate to the 1 minute. We're moving into that, getting closer to that zone here. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Let's see what we can get here. Here we go. Here we go. Getting a little bit of pullback action here. A little bit of rejection here. Let's see if we can break through. Let's see if we can break through. Still have a lot of time. Let's see if this next candle can break us through here. Oh, nice rejection here. Nice rejection. Here we go. Just being patient, waiting for our setup, guys. That's all. Gotta be patient and wait for your setup. Gotta be patient. Here we go. Here we go. See if these next couple of candles can fight back. Not too much movement right now, though. Still nothing yet, y'all. Let's see these next couple of candles wake up. All right, here we go. We're getting closer to our area where we want to look for our possible entry. Let's see. Here we go. See, candle closes. Never want to get in it until the candle closes. We want all of our setups. And it looked like it's getting rejected again. Yeah, it looks like we're getting a lot of consolidation at this level right here, y'all. Not too much movement. We're gonna give it about 5 more minutes to see what happens, okay? See if we can get some movement here. Yeah, it looks like we're getting rejected, guys, and moving towards the downside. So I'm just going to go ahead and set my basic price breaks past my buy zone, which is this key level at 25,541. And my sell zone is at 25,419. So those are my two levels for possible entry here. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and set an alert here, and then I'll set an alert at the other level too. All right, so we're all set, guys. Price not doing too much right now, which is to be expected. I mean, we're getting to that point of the year where there's not going to be too much volume, so we have to be cognitive of that, and just be patient for our setups. Don't force anything. So we're going to tap in again next week, guys. Hopefully, we can get some movement next week. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.